fear is one of those things that everybody goes through life. It's part of us being human beings to have fear, whether it be positive or negative. So sometimes that fear can sometimes keep us from doing the things that we want to do. In this quote by Alan, they say, "I'm not afraid to die, I just don't want to be there when it happens." Sometimes I feel that I agree, yet I disagree with this quote. I agree with it because, like I said earlier, there are things that fear keeps us from doing stuff. We don't want to be there. There are things that we don't want to confront, but it's just things that we have to go ahead and go through with it. I also disagree with it because you don't always have to be afraid of stuff. And instead of taking it as something negative, we should try and take it and turn it into positive. Such as, for an example, when I was in high school, I was always scared of going out into the field when I was in soccer. I turned that into fear into something positive and said, what's the worst thing that can happen? Break my leg? At least I'll be alive. But, turn things into positive. Don't let fear keep you from doing what you want to do. Fear can also get the best of you, and don't let that happen. That is also something that everybody has trouble with. Not everybody knows how to deal with it, and even though it's something that you don't want to experience, just go ahead and go through with it.
All right, it becomes pretty obvious early on what the theme is, and it sounds like you're going both directions on this when you get to your thesis. If that's the structure of your speech, then you need to have examples on each of those points that are a little bit more involved. It seemed like you were a little bit more on the one direction than on the other. You've got some good ideas here, but they don't develop very much. On the presentation issues, your voice projects pretty well. You're very low-key and calm when I'm listening to you. It doesn't sound like there's any anxiety whatsoever. When I'm watching you, I don't notice anything that's particularly problematic, except that you do have the topic in your hand and you kind of keep playing with that during the presentation. So you usually want to get that out of your hand so it's not a distraction to you. It looked like you were distributing your attention throughout the audience pretty well, and you looked pretty confident when you were standing up there. I thought that was fine. It was a short presentation, and that's mostly content-based. The delivery issues, you're low-key, but you're effective in talking to the audience. It did seem a little bit like you rushed at the end to get off stage, and you want to be in a little more control there. All right, thank you. Yerika, can I get your topics back for a second? Not for a second, but for permanent. Because we've run out of topics and I need to... And yes, that's okay.
I wrote on it.
That's all right. Not a big deal. We're just going to take one off. And let's see, we're going to send Tim out. Tim, giving you a combo topics here. Got one topic there and two here, and you pick one of those three. Okay, and send Riva in. Okay.
A little bit.